cameraman at Redders down on the floor, who hopefully is going to bring us Alice's beam in just a second, so we can keep you up to date with how Alice is doing. So here she goes, Chris.
Well, there's the mount, the flip onto the beam. So she's already down low. Nice little backward roll. Here comes the difficult spin. You have to include a spin. And if you do this squat spin, the double, which she's done there, is worth a D. And she's completed her first requirement as well. But it's this big series that she has to nail. Takes a lot of concentration. Free cartwheel, one layout, two layouts. Well done, Alice. Not much of a hesitation there. Here come the two leaps. One leap, second leap. Good amplitude. She needs to keep the rhythm going as she's working. Judges like to see the head turned, expressive work as well as balance. Now the free walkover. She has to be fast with the legs. She is, and precise. So she's done a lot of the work now. Here comes the little side element. You have to do a little bit of walking sideways along the beam, but then she has to do the big dismount. Needs lots of concentration for this. Here we go, round off, double pike. Great landing, Alice. That was a fab routine to start your all-around challenge.
Well done, Alice, and a 13.8. Means that Alice is in 12th at the moment, but there's confirmation of the leaders after the first rotation. So Simone Biles leads ahead of Nina Derwell. Elizabeth Seitz is in 3rd. Dos Santos is outside the medals in 4th at the moment, and Sunisa Lee in that 5th place. So there is confirmation that Alice is in 12th at the moment. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, Beth, a chance to look back at the main protagonists, if you like. Yeah, Melanie Dos Santos, we saw first vault of these championships.
Yeah, so all the top contenders are starting on vault, which is a nice piece, but we can see here Melanie doing the double twist. We'll see most of these top contenders using this vault. Has lots of height in it and just a small pace back. Sunisa Lee also uses the double twist, maybe not quite as clean as Melanie's, but you can see here everything's in line and just right at the end, a feet split. Then the powerhouse that is Simone Biles, and she uses a totally different vault, the half on with the 1.5, that has a higher difficulty, and already she's above the field due to the fact that she's got that difficulty advantage with this vault. You can see it from another angle. She uses the round off entry, then does a half turn onto the vault, and then a 1.5 twist. Just slightly offline on her landing today. And then Melnikova also chooses to use the double twist, but she does have the leg separation, which commentary picked up on throughout, and that's why her score was slightly lower. But obviously we've still got another 3 pieces of apparatus for them to go. Yeah, well, Melnikova's tying in 6th at the moment with Georgia Wheeler. But Nina Derwell started on bars as a former world bar champion yourself, Beth. I mean, how impressed were you with this routine? Yeah, it was a great routine, a great piece for her to start on, settles her nerves. I mean, she's got a very high execution. They're obviously taking the top 8 elements, and as you can see this routine, there is very little empty swings. Every skill that she's performing, the judges are counting towards that difficulty, and the 15-2 will set her up well, ready for the bar final that she'll have on Saturday as well, but has an excellent start to her competition. We do know she's got a very weak vault though. She only uses the full twisting Yurchenko, so she may be right up in the ranks, and then it may be on the last piece that she drops down. We spoke earlier on, Beth, about Alice, you know, and how well she did at the Europeans, and did ever so well on beam as a start of a 13.8 to be in 12th. Oh yeah, beam's always a hard piece to start on, so to come away with a 13.8 is a great start to her competition. She can go out and enjoy it now. Well, here is Ellie Black. She's currently in 10th.
And Very nice double spin to start with on the beam. Needs some dynamic work. Here comes the front somersault, very solid there. Have to have an acrobatic series. Here it comes, backflip and layout somersault to 2 feet. Such an experienced gymnast, Ellie Black. Led the Canadian team for so long. Here's her 2 leaps, good. And a 3rd element for a bonus with the backflip. Very nice side somersault. She's very powerful. All her tumbles, jumps are high. Here we're looking for a big dismount, round off, 2.5 twists, very good landing. 2.5 is a difficult landing. You don't see the floor before it arrives. She'll be happy with that performance.
It's a solid performance there on the beam, and we're talking about beam being a real problem piece for the gymnast, but she's just somebody I can rely on in the team. I think she goes up there and she looks positive. Her body language is, yeah, I'm just going to get this done. And she's in the beam final as well, so it's obviously one of a stronger piece of apparatus.
Well, will that move her up from 10th place?
Good dismount there, the 2.5 twist. Said the blind landing because you can't see the feet coming down, head up looking forward. Good girl.
So the stage is set for a bit of history. Simone Biles, the next gymnast, could take to the floor and become the first gymnast to have 5 all-around world titles. She's been pretty flawless all the way through this women's all-around competition. Simone Biles prepares to rewrite history.
And this is a little bit of history of its own, this first tumble. 3 twists, oh, but a big bound out. Like you were saying earlier, Matt, the challenge is to contain all this power in 12 meters square. So, double straight with the half turn and almost another step. This, my favourite tumble. The full twisting front, walk out into full twisting back. Full twisting double back. In the same way that she's got such great power for the tumbles, she has for the leaps and jumps as well. Double, double to finish and another step out. Well, not quite as perfect as we saw in the team final, but such a wonderful routine, great power.
A kiss from Mum and Dad. There you have it. The first woman to win 5 all-around titles.
You haven't even seen the score yet, Matt, but I think
it's definitely happened. Don't you even worry about that, Craig.
Well, that was just sensational as well. And we talked about handling the pressure within herself. When you've got these big tumbles, I mean, that's the biles. And we were just looking about what stands her apart from everybody else. She gets 1 full mark of difficulty in the first tumble, and then when she goes back and does the biles again, that's what, 0.7? So in the first 2 tumbles, she's got 1.7 of difficulty. That's what makes her so phenomenal. And then the power of this, as Christine said, this is her favourite tumble, the walk out into the random flick, falling back out. And then just to finish, double twisted, double back. So her teammate, Sunisa Lee, started when she's fresh with that tumble. At the end of the routine, bang, I'll throw it in for good luck. I just think sensational.
But what a story. Tang Xiaojing comes in as a reserve and gets what we believe to be the silver. We'll just have to wait for total confirmation, but Melnikova looks like she's got the bronze as well. Which
would be a great story. She's beavered away, often just missed out.
The score is in. There you are, it's 14.4. It's gold again for Simone Biles. This one makes her the first woman for 5 all-around titles. Never forget that face. And she did it emphatically. Absolutely superb. What a champion. And that's how she did it. Look at the scores, 58.999. She came here, job done.
Absolutely, and a true champion. I mean, you need to savour watching Simone Biles. You won't see another gymnast like her for many, many years.
She performed, actually, I think, Biles a lot better than she did in the last World Championships. We were watching last year, she fell off beam and it got a bit closer than what we've seen, but back to her form again. You know, 2.1 marks between first and second is just supreme.
Yeah, she looks very confident, very full of joy, really, performing, as they've said, for herself, and she looks full of joy, full of... yeah, a great advert for the sport.
So, second place gymnast Tang Zhizhang takes the silver. Great result for China. And here's Alice Kinsella on the uneven bars.
Her final piece, she's done 3 excellent pieces. Can she finish off the same way? Good half turn, lovely high, Jaeger somersault. This is the big combination. Kachev, she takes the upstart handstand after the Kachev into the pack salto. She'll just have a couple of tenths off her start value for that, but it was a wise decision. Lovely Shaposhnikova into the Ginga salto, really well performed. Here comes the full pirouette right on top of the bar into the double front. Great performance from Alice, absolutely delighted. Clean all the way round the competition.
Confirmation of the women's all-round results. In first place, Simone Biles for the USA. China takes silver, Tang Zhizhang, and bronze, Angelina Melnikova takes a bronze. And down in 12th place, fantastic result there, Alice Kinsella put another great competition together.
Couple of the favourites didn't succeed so well. Georgia Velia down there in 16th, De Santos down in 20th.